creative Krishan Khyati, and today we are doing Mama's favorite wall makeover. Makeover. And we are trying ombre style of painting. And disclaimer: this is just my way of doing it. There are professional ways of doing it, and even the paints used in these styles are different. But I'm just going with the basic wall paint, and let's see how it come up as I'm also trying. Shall we start? Yes, let's try, Ahmed. Yeah. Let's start.
So this is the wall that we are going to give a makeover, and trust me guys, this is one of the favorite walls in my house, but it's been there from more than 2 years and I'm kind of getting bored of it, so I thought I'll give it a new look. So I decided this ombre style painting for this wall, but when I was doing my research I realized that it's a very lengthy process. You need professionals for this process, and even the paints are the little expensive and heavier to use. But I really wanted to give it a try and I didn't want to spend much on the paint, so I thought let me try using the normal paint, wall paint, which I have been using. Then I emptied the entire area, cleaned the wall thoroughly to get rid of all the dust particles, and then I covered the cabinet with newspaper. I also covered the floor. Once the entire area was well protected, I gave a coat of white paint to hide all the dark patches on the wall, dark brown bricks. So when I apply the new paint, these bricks should not be visible. So that's the reason why I decided to go for the white base coat. And now comes the real challenge, the fun part. The shade which I am using here is turquoise blue. So basically we need three shades of same color. I mean three different shades, darker, lighter and the lightest. So first here we will go with the darkest shade and we'll start from the bottom. You need not be very perfect while you are painting. Just you have to roughly cover the lower part of the wall. As you can see, I am not going in a particular pattern. I am just randomly painting it. Very roughly I am painting it. Here you can already see those patchy kind of paint on the wall. I was a bit nervous while doing it, but then I was nervous, but at the same time I was enjoying the process. It was a learning time. Alright, now I'm done with the darkest shade. Now I'll start with the lighter shade. I have added more white color to the same paint to get the little lighter shade than the first one. And now here the trick is once you go with the lighter shade, you will also need a sponge, a wet sponge. Dip it in water and squeeze it. And while you are painting, you have to paint in patches. And if you see any lines between darker and lighter shade, what you have to do is using that sponge. You have to, with the dab motion, you have to merge the two shades so that it doesn't look like a lighter shade is abruptly starting. It should look as if the paints are merging into each other, and you have to do this very quickly till the paint is still wet. As you can see how I am doing it. I'm just going with that dab motion. Now I have also given some shade of this lighter color down on the darker shade, just to give that spongy look. You don't have to be very perfect. You can just play around with the paint, and here there's nothing right and nothing wrong. Okay, so now I have added more white and less turquoise blue color to get this lightest shade of my paint, and this is the last shade. And I will just fill the remaining wall on top with the same shade. Again, I'm going to go in a very rough strokes so that I get that perfect patchiness. And I will also keep a sponge handy, use the tap motion to merge the edges and make it look like the color is softly turning from dark blue to light blue. And you just keep on doing, enjoy the process, play on with the color. And so far I am loving the way it is coming out, and let's see how it will look once it is dried. And it took a really long time, but I could not stop doing it in between because I have to do this merging when the paint is still dry. And it's already night and I'm still doing it. So be prepared, it takes lots and lots of time. And wow, this is how my wall looks, and I'm so super happy. It took a lot of time, but yes, it is looking good. But I realized that I need to add at least one more color somewhere on the wall to give it more texture. So I decided to make an arc shape on this cabinet using mustard yellow color. So blue and yellow combination is one of my favorite. So let's see. Here I'm taking measurements to draw a perfect arc on the cabinet. Prisha is helping me because it's easier to draw on paper, but when it comes to wall, you might go wrong with the measurements. You need another person's help. And I used a cutout of newspaper to make that exact arc. I didn't want to go wrong, so yeah, I'm using it as an stencil. Since I don't have the roller, tiny roller to fill this space, so I'm using paintbrush. Now if you're using paintbrush, always keep it in mind that you go in one direction, or here in my case I'm going in a rounded motion, so that even if strokes are visible, paint strokes are visible, it still looks good. And this is our final makeover of the wall, and this yellow arc is just giving a perfect pop of color, not too much, not too less, to my ombre style painting. And both the colors are so vibrant, and it is going perfectly with my decor, the furniture and the theme which I'm planning. In future videos you will see how I'm going to style this wall. Till that time, please enjoy the final look of the wall.
I never stop to see you cry. I never listen to your tears and praise. Oh no, I never stop to see you try. I never listen to the words you say. Oh no, I never look your eyes of sorrow. I never listen.
Hope you like the video. Stay tuned for how I'm going to style this wall in my future videos. And if you liked it, share it with your friends and family. Subscribe and press the like button.
Never hear me. I never